Good morning, friends. Happy new moon. I wanted to come on here and chat a little bit about the new moon vibes. So it's a new moon in Cancer. I don't claim to know a whole lot about astrology, but I will say that I'm very impacted energetically and emotionally by the moon cycles. And you may start noticing this within yourself as well. And it is worth it to pay attention to it, because if you can ride some of the waves that come with the new moon and the full moon at the very least, you will find a little more calm in your life. You'll find a little more trust in your life. You won't feel like you're getting thrown around by your emotions all the time. But specifically this Cancer one is quite emotional. So if you want to really lean into what to do during the moon phases, there's a whole Google world out there, and you can definitely dive in very deep as you want. If it calls you to do that, go for it. But I'm just going to talk specifically a little bit about what to do energetically with this new moon vibe. So new moons are kind of like that, where the full moon is ramping everything up, and it's like your battery is fully charged and all signs point to yes, let's start running. The new moon also has its own charge, but it's a little bit different. It's more internal. So what it's doing is it's bringing things up that are preventing you from moving forward through into the next phase of your life. So you might find during new moons that you either are really shut down because you just are kind of frozen in decision making and not knowing where to go, or you might find that a ton of options open up and you're not sure where to go, or you might find that you just want to sit and think about what you want to do and be creative, and all of these things kind of are tied to the same thing. In this case specifically, the new moon, you kind of think of it as a doorway that you're walking through into the next phase of what you're doing. So you're either expanding and shedding something that no longer serves you, or you are moving into, you are launching yourself, catapulting yourself into the next step that you want to take. And if you kind of rest into the swing of what's happening with the new moon energy, you usually find yourself kind of moving through that little pain point, that little tiny doorway, in a way that makes you feel much bigger, more grounded, more excited, etc. So the best thing you can do during the new moon is actually kind of write some things down that are coming to your mind. Certain things like, how am I feeling today? What emotion is heightened? What have I been working on that's been making me feel stuck? And do I even want it anymore? Do I want to walk through the doorway of the unknown of what's coming next on that journey that I've put myself on? It can sometimes be really fascinating what kind of emotions come up. And during this Cancer moon, you probably will find that it's more an emotional response that you're having to some of the things that you're contemplating versus a logical, I'm going to plan this out kind of way. And I really have been kind of guided to share this information today, because it's coming to a time where it's actually exciting that our emotions are overflowing. It is a good thing that sensitivity is being heightened, because we're going to start using it as a superpower instead of it using us as a way to kind of overwhelm us, hold us down, make us feel like we're not worthy enough, make us feel like we're alone. Kind of all of the stress and anxiety and overwhelm that's kind of been rushing around in the past few years is going to start coming more and more forward as a tool that we can use instead of a way that we feel within our lives. This moon specifically will be a great time to explore some of these emotions that have been coming up. So if you can set time aside today to do a little bit of journaling, or to just sit and contemplate, where am I going? What do I want to do? What do I want to bring on my next step? Do I even still want to do what I've been doing? Am I still headed in the direction that I want to go, or did I veer off path a little bit? And feel where that's kind of headed for you, if it still feels right. Because new moons are a great time for new beginnings, to start something new and be catapulted into it, to course correct if you're like, whoops, we want to be going over here a little bit, or to just spend time in meditation or journaling because of that amplification that comes energetically and emotionally from this celestial body that circles our planet all the time. We are all impacted by it, and it's really cool when you start working with it. So I'd love to hear below if you have any of your own insights that come forward, what resonates with you. If you're already working with the moon energy, I know there's some people in here who probably know way more about astrology than I do. So if you have anything to add about this specific Cancer new moon, feel free to drop that below. And for those of you who have asked for the mindset meditation, it is coming to your inboxes today. Have a glorious day, friends. Bye.